can't scream. I'm so hype. All those Harley shirts are fire. All right, so now we're heading back home to do some listing, okay? Because this haul right here is nuts. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sev, aka Flip Game Elvis, and we are here with episode 1 of what I like to call Quick Stop Thrift Shop. Now, I'm a reseller. I've been a reseller for 4 to 5 years. My buddy Travis has been like, dude, you gotta start a YouTube channel. So here we are, okay? I got a lot of stuff that I need to sell, and I got a lot of stuff that I constantly source from the Goodwill. Yes, specifically, I really only do Goodwill. Now, my niche is sports gear. So it could either be collegiate, vintage sports gear, like this IU hoodie that I found probably 4 or 5 days ago, or it could be professional sports gear, such as jerseys that I thrift, or even something such as this, which is a New York Yankees limited edition Dooney and Burke crossbody purse. So these are just examples of things that I find in the Goodwill every week, man. And my buddy Travis said, dude, you have got to start a YouTube channel about this. So I said, you know what, dude? I'm gonna do it. So here we are, man. I've had a YouTube channel, but nothing about this kind of stuff. But this is really some of the stuff that I'm really passionate about. Music is another thing. I'll link some of my music in the description below if you want to listen to my music. But that's another thing I'm passionate about. But what I really go hard on is this reselling stuff. Sometimes I get little trinkets and tchotchkes and stuff like this. But this is more so like random things that I see that's either nostalgic or I'm like, man, I know I can sell that. Like, for example, we've got the 1992 Garfield plush. I think it's 92. Okay, I was way off. That can't be right. Anyways, it says 1978. And then I've got an E.T. lamp back here. Anyways, my initials are E.T., so the movie E.T. was a big deal for me. It lights up, his ribs light up. It's crazy. Anyways, let's not talk about that too much. Let's talk about what we're about to do. We're about to head into the thrift shop, the Goodwill, the local Goodwill, for episode 1 of Quick Stop Thrift Shop. Now, I want to let you know in advance, my surroundings here are not what they usually look like. I just moved into a studio apartment because I was going to leave town. However, the apartment I was going to go to fell through. So then I said, hey, can I re-up on my apartment? And they said, yes, but no, because we already put somebody in your apartment that you're moving out of. So we have one apartment in the entire complex that's coming open, and it's a studio apartment, and it's not renovated. And I said, sign me up, dude. So my bed is currently in the living room, and this studio apartments, if you don't know, don't usually have a bedroom. This one kind of does. It's very tiny, and this is where my resale stuff is. So we're sleeping in the living room, but anyways, that's not that important. What is important is that we're about to head into the Goodwill for episode 1 of Quick Stop Thrift Shop with Sev, and I'm going to show you what I find. But first, we got to get the essentials out of the way for a good day at the Goodwill. I'll show you what I mean. This is step 1. This is NJ. Look at her. She needs a haircut. This is my dog NJ. Safety first. Here we go. Do you hear that? Do you hear my car rattling? Honestly, that should be step 0, but I'm not a car guy, bro. And you take it to any shop, they're gonna be like, yeah, $700, man. So I got some buddies. That are car guys. We're gonna fix that. Okay, here's step 2. This part is essential to a good day in the Goodwill. You see it. Come on, bro. You gotta have it. You gotta have it. And clearly, the rest of the city wants to have it too. Now, we can find some fire. So before I go in here, I just want to specify again, I really don't look for much other than clothing. Sometimes I'll go into like the art section and I'll see if I can find like a vintage sports poster or something, but I stick to sports, man. I do very well on sports gear, jerseys, sweatshirts, crew neck sweatshirts, hoodies, t-shirts, vintage t-shirts. There we go. So yeah, just strictly sports stuff. Sometimes if I find like a music tour shirt from like, you know, early 2000s or 90s or even 80s or something, you know, I've never found an 80s one, but sometimes if I find a tour shirt of a popular musician, I'll grab that, you know, because why would you pass on that? But I'm not looking for that kind of stuff. And the Goodwill is packed today, but that's okay. I'm not worried about rushing in there because there's other resellers that'll get other stuff, but I do pretty well with the stuff I look for. So, hold on. Also just realized I forgot my headphones. I usually wear my headphones in there. So A, nobody talks to me because I have social anxiety for sure. And B, it helps, you know, I don't know, keep me in a good mood, I guess. So, but I forgot them. So all I have is my JBL Bluetooth speaker, but obviously I'm not taking that in. Also, I will say, two things. One, I'm not gonna go in here with like it strapped to my chest, so you're gonna get a first person view of me flipping. So I'm sorry about that. I just feel like that's too awkward for me, especially right, I mean, at least right now. Maybe eventually when I build up, you know, enough of a following, it'll give me the confidence to do so. And I have to make sure that that's okay with the Goodwill. Two, the only people I'm worried about in here are this younger couple who like, they come in and dude, they walk in, sorry, my skin is, I itched and, or I scratched and it's just doing its own thing here. But there's a younger couple. This younger couple comes in here and you could tell that they're resellers, bro. If you know, you know. They walk in and they're, you know, they're dressed in like vintage style, you know, like high waters rolled up, like Chucks, I have a denim jacket, you know, stuff like that, that you're just like, yeah, they're a reseller for sure. But I've never spoke to them, but they seem pretty cool. But I can tell that they're resellers and they get similar things that I get. So those are the only people I ever worry about. And it's funny because I'll be in there flipping through stuff and 10 minutes later, sometimes they'll walk through the door and they'll see me and like, we'll make eye contact. And I know that they're thinking like, dang, he got here before us. And it's the same thing. When I walk in there and I see them in there, I'm like, ah, dang, they beat me to it. But I just, you know, I don't know if they live here. I mean, they have to live around here, but they could live like, you know, 30, 40 minutes that way. And they just frequently come here, you know, twice a week or whatever. You know, I don't know what days they come here. I haven't been monitoring them that well, but I do see them in here from time to time. And they are, listen, I'm fast, okay? I know what I'm looking for. I've done this for years. And I know like when I'm flipping through clothes, I'm like, bro, these folks are like this. And dude, they'll finish a whole rack of clothing in like 60 seconds. And they'll have 3 vintage shirts. And I'm like, how? How did you even see that? Like, I don't know. They had to have been doing it longer than I have. I'll tell you that much. But anyways, talking about them's got me riled up. So we're heading in the trenches. Okay, I had to pull off on them. I led you astray. I didn't get any sports gear, but check this out. I got the Swing Empire Oil. Fire. Next, I do tend to grab vintage Carhartt. Are you joking me? The pink washed denim Carhartt. Also, I get Disney a lot. If it's dope, grab it. So we've got Disney World. Wait for the back. Boom. Hello. A lot of Disney stuff I pass on, but if it's super heat, we grab it. Last but not least, are you joking me? You got the vintage Mickey & Co. Mickey crew neck. I won't lie, a little bit distressed, a little ripped up, but sometimes people like their stuff distressed. Nothing on the back, but we're rocking with it, okay? Got those 4 items. If I find anything else, I'll let you know. Okay, so I did grab 2 more things. Got a full sack here. I did get 2 more things, one of which is a vintage Clearwater Beach t-shirt, because that's where I'm trying to move to, because I'm going to flight school to be a pilot. Surprise. But yeah, I'll show you that real fast. And then the other is a vintage blank crew neck. I just sold a vintage Russell Athletic blank. It's like a mocha color, like the color of my shirt right now. But I picked this one up. Lee Sport vintage blank. It's like this plum color, not plum, like a light pink. There's a word for that, like kind of like coral. And then the other is this single stitch Clearwater Beach shirt. You can see the single stitch. If you don't know, single stitch is a good indication of vintage t-shirts. On the sleeves, you'll see that there's only 1 line of stitching as opposed to 2 nowadays. So anyways, that shirt's for me. It's an XL. It'll fit me perfect. And yeah. So we did not find any sports gear, which is pretty surprising, seeing as I just told you all I get is sports gear. So on occasion I do get on occasion I do get Disney stuff. I look for vintage Disney stuff or really cool Disney stuff. Like not just a plain shirt that says like Disney World. You know what I mean? It's got to be like, it'll say like 2001 Disney World Halloween Bash, or you know what I mean? Like something like that that is specific, because Disney is all over the place. And that jacket that I got, it was pretty cool. And the back was all embroidered with Mickey, and it was like silver stitching. So it looked really cool. And then the other Mickey crew neck, I could tell it was older. It might not technically be vintage, which is described as 20 years or more, but it's close. So I'm gonna list it as vintage, and hopefully it'll move. I do pretty well with Disney stuff, but I usually only get sports stuff. It's just if I stumble across stuff like that, then I'm gonna grab it. You know what I mean? Because I know that I could flip it for a good profit. Anyways, since I didn't get any sports stuff, I'm gonna head to the other Goodwill right up the street up here by the courthouse. And I'm gonna get some sports stuff here because I know there's some sports stuff waiting on me, so I can show you guys what I normally get. So let's head there. Yeah, now we are pulling up to the other Goodwill. Man, it is also packed. Okay, so we started heating up in here. We got the vintage Adidas basketball. We're grabbing it because it's fire. Then you got the Stanley Cup Champions 2010, but the back is fire. Then you got the Tennessee jacket. Wasn't crazy till I saw it. Then you got the long sleeve vintage Nike quarter turtleneck, silver tag. Hello. Then you got the Kenny Chesney. A couple stains here. Somebody ate at the Real Hacienda while rocking this. No problem. XL. Back. Now it's not a tour shirt. It's an album shirt. So no year. Not happy about that, but I know when this was. Then you got Disney Golf Collection. Mickey. Hole in 7. Hello. Must grab. I might leave this. Yeah, we're gonna leave it. Also came across this, but he does not play for them anymore, and it's a knockoff. If you're curious how you can tell if it's a knockoff, you just look at the stitching. Poor stitching. Check this out. Look at this. Look how bad that stitching is. That's a no-go. And if the letters connect, let me show you. See on Reebok, they all connect. That's not what you want. Ooh, it's getting chilly out here. Okay, we're walking out with another sack load. Boom, not bad. Pretty much all sports gear, that one. That is my niche. So, we spent, it was gonna be $23, but I had $5 off for racking up my points. So $18 on all that. And that Tennessee jacket alone should fetch me like $25, $30. So now, take the e-brake off because we are on like a slight incline at this Goodwill. Start her up. Hello. Ooh. Okay, listen. That's the two Goodwills that I usually go to. Sometimes we'll go up to should we go up to Wabash? I mean, like, we're already, I don't really like the one up there. It's so small, and I do find some stuff sometimes, but you know what I mean? I guess for the video's sake, hello. For the video's sake, maybe we'll slide up to the third one in my town. We got a truck backing out. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Duct tape taillight, I feel you, my boy. Okay. Hello. Okay, so we got the, what all did we get there? The Tennessee jacket, the Blackhawks t-shirt for the Stanley Cup. Now, if that was just a normal Chicago Blackhawks t-shirt, I'm not grabbing it because one, they're terrible. Two, and that's just not just me saying it because I'm a Blues fan, they were literally like one of, if not the worst team in the league this past year. Two, the playoffs are going on right now and they did not make the playoffs. So their season is over, which means their fans are not going to be, you know, buying a bunch of stuff. Three, what was I saying? I don't know, off track. But I grabbed it because it was a specific event, meaning it was the 2010 Stanley Cup that they won. So that's why I grabbed it. And the back of the shirt, and even if it said that on the front, I might still pass. But the back of the shirt had the whole bracket on it. So I was like, you know what? They'll buy that. So I grabbed it. So we got the Tennessee jacket, the Blackhawks. We got the Nike long sleeve vintage t-shirt, which is like a turtleneck, but it's not quite a turtle. You know, it's like maybe like a small tortoise neck, I guess you could call it. But that one's really good. Vintage Nike stuff sells fast for me. I mean, fast. So that's what we do. We buy them when we see them. Hello. We're gonna turn left here because classic Indiana, we got a train. Boom. So yeah, man, I mean, so far I've spent, I think 30 at the first Goodwill and 18 at that one. So 48 bucks. But we've been doing pretty well. I still almost left the Tennessee jacket. I almost did. But the sleeve, with that writing on the sleeve, was just too cool, man. So I'm like, man, I know somebody will grab that. You know what I'm saying? So we ended up grabbing it. Even with it coming to the warmer months, it might still be chilly for a little while in the Midwest. Is Tennessee considered the Midwest? I don't know. But anyways, we grabbed it. My favorite find so far, I would say, is probably the Disney jacket, just because I know it'll sell fast. I am going to go to the third Goodwill in my town. I'm going to do it.
My dogs go crazy when they hear these songs, yeah. Hit after hit, feel like I'm Barry Bonds. Put in the work and now they cheer me on. I ain't got time for the red lights no more, yeah. My dogs go crazy when they hear these songs, yeah. Hit after hit, feel like I'm Barry Bonds, yeah. Put in the work and now they cheer me on. I ain't got time for the red lights no more. Yeah, I swear the summer's mine. Told him 100 times. Shorty just want the vibe. She done with the mother guys.
All right, let's head to this third and final one. Okay, we don't have a sack full this time, guys. We have one item. One item. It's actually this vintage tourist shirt for Washington, which I think is pretty cool. Check out the stitching. Single stitch. It does have a couple stains. It seems as if maybe somebody was at the cookout putting some mustard on their hot dog and it splashed up the mustard or something, because we got some, you see what I'm saying? We got some airborne mustard stain. We're gonna try to get them out though. I'm confident. Now we're going home. I've got two things that I sold that I need to ship out today. So, okay, look, I'm back at the apartment. Here's NJ. I had to take her outside, and I was gonna start listing and packing up the stuff that I sold and start listing the stuff that I got today. But then I thought, man, I really should hit that last Goodwill, which is my favorite one, which is like 20 minutes away. So that's what we're about to do right now. But I'm gonna grab my headphones. Here's something I sold, by the way. Carolina crew neck sweatshirt. This sold for $40. Picked it up for $4.49 at the Goodwill. What I am doing is heading to my favorite Goodwill. Okay? And then I'm gonna come back and do all the productive stuff. All right, let's head there.
Too many nights on a run. None of the lights could have sufficed what I done. And some days I swear I've gone crazy. Don't matter, I know I'm gon' make it. Too many nights on a run. None of the lights could have sufficed what I done. And some days I swear I've gone crazy. Don't matter, I know I'm gon' make it.
Okay, we're here. And I got a sweatshirt because it's freezing outside today. Currently 43. Could be worse, but not much. So here we go. Let's see what we find. Look what we just came across. Boom, Harley. Boom, Harley. Boom, Harley. Harley. I like it here because the workers know what I'm after, so they'll point me towards stuff that they restocked. They call me the sports guy. But get it how you can. Guys, this is why I told you this one is my favorite one. This one is the best. I find this kind of stuff. Oh my God. Hold on. What? What? Wait. Hold on. Harley. Come on, bro. What are we like? We're still going. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Peep the tag, peep the back. Yes, sir. Hella personal cop. This is the last one of the day that I found, but still decent. This is amazing. Best haul I've had in a couple weeks. I'm so hyped, bro. I could scream. I'm so hyped. All those Harley shirts are fire. All right, so now we're heading back home to do some listing, okay? Because this haul right here is nuts. I'm about to spend like $60 probably, but first off, Minnesota. This one's for me. Come on, bro. We love UFOs. Are you kidding me? Then we got Polaris Sportsman single stitch. Hello. The Harleys. Another Harley. This one is Amarillo, Texas. Somebody donated their whole collection. Are you kidding me? Hawaii? Hello. I have to keep this one. This one's not Harley, but it is vintage. Nothing on the back. Oh wait, lied. There is something. Too fire. Gotta grab it. Are you kidding me? Hold on. We're just getting started, bro. Vintage Nike golf sweater. Hello. This is my favorite sweater. You ready? Vintage Purdue. Somebody had their Husky rolling all over it. Check out the tag. Nothing on the back, of course, except for Husky here, but oh my gosh. Heater. Might put this one back because it's very specific. Auburn University Clinical Mental Health, but check this out. That's hard. Last but not least, I lied, maybe it is least. Penn State, we got a little bit of, Elmer's glue or something going on here. I'm probably still gonna grab it. Puma. Bro, that was great. That was a great haul. And I actually spent 70, not 60. But that's okay, because we came up with some heaters, boy. Hello. Oh, I also forgot to show you, as I was paying, they rolled out a rack, and I grabbed this off of it. Vintage Columbia fleece zip up, like, whew. Also a heater, like, come on, bro, like, oh my goodness, what a evening. What a good end to an average Goodwill day. But that's why you just got to keep looking, bro, and we're going to go home, and we're going to picture and list all of this stuff tonight. All of it, okay? We're going to get it up and rolling. So that's where I'm headed now, okay? See you there. Don't ask about that, okay? And this concludes episode 1 of Quick Stop Thrift Shop. Now, it wasn't the quickest stop in this thrift shop, but my goodness, did we go crazy. So I just wanted to bring you guys along for once and try to make this, you know what, I'm not even gonna say the word try. I'm gonna make this a consistent thing, and I'm gonna make videos consistently about the things that I find, the things that I sell. And yeah, I do wanna get Postmark going, or Poshmark, whatever you call it. I just have yet to even tap into that. So I just do eBay and Mercari right now, and honestly, I love Mercari 10 times more than eBay, even though the audience on eBay is so large. Mercari has such a younger audience, and the younger audience is who is buying stuff like this. So yeah, man, pretty pumped with today's action that we had, and hopefully you guys liked the video. Maybe I'll throw in some screenshots of my listings so I can prove to you that I did in fact go home and do the work and list.
I started at the bottom, I learned how to climb. Now I turn this crowded mind to a crowded mind. Yeah, I hit the road when I was 23. Nothing in my pocket, lot of hustle in my jeans. Nothing left to lose, the world again in front of me. I told him I'm straight if I see 100 G's. Too many nights, I lost myself on that coastline. Too many nights, question my worth, now it's go time.